Now that we know how to read files, write files, open files, close files, and see the arguments, we are ready to do a copy command. So I'm going to do copy to ASM, and we are going to go ahead and figure out how to copy a file. So I'm going to start with a section for my variables. So my BSS section, and I need a buffer. And the buffer is going to be reserved bytes of 4,096 bytes, which is one page. So one page. And then we want to have an in file. So this is going to be the in file address. So just reserve a quad word. And our out file, because the in file and the out file will come in on the command line as arguments, all we need to do is just point to wherever the address is there for that. And this in file, let's have this be, let's do this as argv1, and this is going to be argv2. All right, we also need to have some file handles. So we'll have the file handle in, and we'll just make that a one quad word, and we'll have a file handle for the out file. And we want to save our bytes as we're working. This isn't really necessary. We could actually just move it from register to register and be fine. But I think I wanted to save it just for safety and not losing things. All right, now I've got a section text. And then in the section text, I want to have a global start. All right. Okay, so in this first thing, I'm going to go ahead and figure out where my in file is, where my out file is. So I'm going to move into RAX, the address of my arg1. So that is the RSP plus 16. So that is, let's call this just, so set in file pointer to argv1. All right, so what it is RSP is pointing to my argc, or the number of arguments. Ideally, you would check to see if you have the right number of arguments, but we'll just assume that they're there for the speed of this program. And then RSP plus 8 would be your arg0, which is the name of the program you're running. And RSP plus 16 is arg1. So I'm going to now move into my in file, the address that is now in RAX. All right, now I want to grab the out file, pointer to argv2. So to move into RAX, and I could just add 8 to that, but RSP plus 24, and then move into my out file, RAX. Okay. Now I'm going to open the in file. So move into RAX, move RAX, number 2, which is my sys open. And then I want to move into RDI, my in file. So this is the address stored at in file. It's the file name, maybe it's a source file name. All right, then I want to move into RSI. This is going to be my flags, and basically I'm just saying this is a read-only. And I'll move into RDX. This is the mode. So mode, which is not used. Now, another thing you could do is do a sysstat and grab your mode of your source file and then just use that for your destination file, but we'll keep it short. All right, so do this call, and at this point we're going to get in RAX the handle of the file. So we're going to move into file handle in RAX. We're just assuming this is all going to work. Now we want to open our out file, and once again that's RAX. Move into RAX2. So sys open again. We want to move into RDI, the out file. So this is our destination file name. We want to move into RSI, the flags. And in this case, we want to do 65. So what's 65? 65 is, well, 1 is for the write, and 64 is for create. So we're going to write and create the file. We'll move into RDX, the mode, and in this case we want to do 0, 0, let's go with just 644. That's pretty standard for a mode. Once again, you could have used the sysstat operation earlier to get your stat from the source file, but we're just going to go ahead and do this. So this is the mode in octal, and this is equal to read, write, dash, read, dash, read, dash. So that's what it is in your Unix, Linux modes right there. So Linux modes. So syscall right there, and then we should get their file handle. So we move into our file handle out, RAX. All right, at this point we should have both of them open, and we are ready to do our copying. So this is our copy loop. So we'll just call this a copy file. And we want to read bytes first. Read bytes. So what do? We do a move into RAX 0, which is our sys read. We want to move into RDI, the file handle, which is fhin. So this is the in file. We want to move into RSI, the buffer, and we were allowing it to do a full page. So we want to tell it the size. In RDX, we want 4096. So max bytes to read. Okay. Then we do syscall. At this point, we have either read in some bytes or no bytes. So we want to go ahead and save number of bytes, just because we could do something else, do some testing, we could lose our variable. We can just compare RAX to 0. Basically, we're going to do an if RAX is less than or equal to 0. We will go to our close section. So we'll have a close section below. So JLE close. And then we want to save it. So move into our bytes variable, RAX. So that's the number of bytes we read in. So bytes read in. All right. So now we want to write all the bytes. because we know we have at least one or more bytes. So we want to move into RAX A1 for a sys write. We want to move into RDI, our file handle for the output file. So this is our out file. We want to move into our SI, the buffer address. So it's the page buffer. We want to move into RDX, the number of bytes we're going to write, which in this case is stored in bytes. We could have tried saving this by, instead of moving this into bytes, we could have put it in RDX, and then just it would have been fine right here in this particular case. Bytes to write. Okay, and we do a syscall. At that point, we are done with this copy of this particular page. Now, there's probably multiple pages, and if that's the case, we want to make sure that we copy the next one. So we're going to jump back to our copy file label, and then we have our close down here where we can start closing it. So we want to close our in file first. Close in file, and for that we move into RAX 3, which is our sys close. We want to move into RDI, the file handle. So file handle in. So this is the in file, and we do a syscall. We want to close our out file. Once again, we move into RAX 3 for sys close. We want to move into RDI, our file handle for the out file, and we do a syscall. And at this point, we can do an exit. And we'll move into RAX 60 for a sys exit. We'll move into RDI 0 for a exit code. And then we do a syscall, and we are done. All right. So if we have no mistakes, we should be able to assemble this, and it should work. So we'll do our NASM minus ELF64, 64, having trouble typing 64. All right, and this is a copy ASM. We're going to create an object copy.o, and we're going to link that now, the copy.o to copy. Now we need to have a source file, so we're going to do a source.txt, and we go, this is my source file, and just make it nice and big. All right. You can see there is a source, and it is more than one page. So do copy source to destination.txt. And we take a look, and we have a destination file. They look like the same size. Do a diff source and destination, and we see they're the same. We can cat out our destination, and we can see this is what we have. So that is how you write a copy command using just assembly.